All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. And the elect begins with 144,000. YAHAWAH, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jehovah. BAHASHAM is in the name. YAHAWASHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwa Dasha, the Holy Spirit. Honor Brother Iwalamia with the GMS Chicago camp out here in Chicago. Come back at you with another lesson. And Lord willing, and I hope this lesson be edifying to you brothers and sisters that may be watching. Just really finna deep dive into this wicked holiday, known as Christmas, man, which is another pagan holiday that our people love to partake in, of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's no different when our people celebrate days like Thanksgiving, Halloween, basically partaking in pagan customs. Christmas is no different, man. And these different pagan holidays goes back to these different gods, going back to what, Nimrod, talking about Christmas. If you're talking about the Christmas tree, different idols from Babylon, if you're going to Egypt, these are the type of things that our people celebrate, man. And what today there's in the form of Christmas, Thanksgiving, things of that nature, man. And this is what wicked holiday is going on today, which our people are partaking in, man. Disregarding their power, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. And that's why a lot of our people, always wonder why they're in the position that they're in, man. Because what? They're, partaking in these wicked customs. But I'm going to just start it off, man, because a lot of these, pagan holidays goes back to, worshiping of these different idols also, which our people is known to do. So this is the book of Jeremiah 10:1. It says, hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites. It says, verse 2, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen. It says, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right? It says, it says, learn not the way of the heathen, man. What do the heathens partake in, man? Eating of abominable foods, man, serving these different idols, just look at, these different idols that these different nations serve, man. Just look at the things, that they're doing to themselves when they serve these different idols, man. And what our people, what? It's learning the way of the heathens is what? Partaking ultimately in the same thing, man. It says, verse 3, it says, for the custom of the people are vain, right? It means nothing. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with an axe. Right, talking about the Christmas tree, man, because every Jake right now, every 2/3 out here, is partaking in some type of wicked custom, that is of this world, man. Today is being Christmas. What do Jake have in their house, man? Christmas trees, and things of that nature. But to continue it off, it says, verse 4 says, they deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. Right, talking about the Christmas tree, man. You'll have Jake, organize the Christmas tree, putting different type of ornaments on it. Putting the star at the top. How the whole situation go. Us that was, once upon a time, us in the world. We partook, in this wicked holiday Christmas, man. So this is what Jake is doing on this day, man. Not knowing, ultimately what this goes back to, man. It goes back to Nimrod, Well, ultimately, when Nimrod, died, what they said, his spirit went into a Christmas tree, and they ultimately brought presents to that Christmas tree, and what it also represents, what a dick, that's what the Christmas tree ultimately represents, also, man, but a lot of our people doesn't know that, man, or they're, they don't want to know, but I actually have another precept real quick. This is the book of John 4:22. It says, ye worship, not what? We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Right. Our people, wants to be ignorant. They don't want to know what they're worshiping, man. Because they always make their excuse. Oh, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. Not knowing what these, pagan customs go back to, man. And it's ultimately, you're going off when our people do these, partake in these customs, they're ultimately going off, man, basically giving tribute unto other gods, man. And going back to the law, Exodus the 20th chapter, which I'm going to grab, we're not supposed to be bound down to different idols and different graven images, man. That's going completely off, man. That's why the Lord always put us through these different captivities, man, following after the ways of the heathen, man. Because what? The Lord made us a holy people. A holy meaning what? Separate. The Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments that we are to abide by. And when the Lord ultimately sees us acting like the other nations, that's when the Lord ultimately punish us, man, for our wrongdoings. So I'm gonna read this again. This is the book of John 4:22. It says, "Ye worship, not what." Where our people is not knowing what they worship. Even if 2/3 of our people, the wicked of our people, know what they're worshiping, man, they don't care. Because it's what's ultimately pleasing to their flesh. It says, "Ye worship, not what, for we know what we worship." Right, us that has this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, we know what we worship, man. We worship YAHAWASHI, the creator of the heavens and the earth, man, the creator of all things. We know what we worship. But for 2/3 of our people, they don't care or they don't consider, man. But let's go back to that Jeremiah 4. It's like that Jeremiah 10. Start back at the top. Jeremiah 10:1. It says, "Hear ye the word which Yahawah speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." Right. And what? The celebrating of Christmas is a heathen custom, man. It's a heathen practice. It's different things, wrapped up into one, what you would get ultimately what? Christmas. The Christmas tree going back to Nimrod, going back to Babylon, in Egypt. That's why a lot of our people, get these practices from, man. A lot of these gods go back to Babylon and things of that nature. I believe it talks about in the letter of Jeremiah. That was actually kind of basically peeping this book. What was that, a day or two ago in the letter of Jeremiah? Let's actually get it. Because the letter of Jeremiah ultimately talks about it. Because our people was known in serving idols, man. Something that doesn't have any life to it. This is the book of the letter of Jeremiah 1. I'm going to start at 1. The point that I want is in verses 4-7, but it says, "A copy of an epistle which Jeremiah sent unto them, which were to be led captives into Babylon by the king of the Babylonians, to certify them, as it is commanded him of Yahawah. Because of the sins which ye have committed before Yahawah, ye shall be led away captives into Babylon by Nebuchadnezzar, king of the Babylonians." Right, like I mentioned before, man. A reason why we were always going to captivity because of what? The number one thing that our nation always did was the serving of these different gods, man. And what? A Christmas, this wicked holiday Christmas is the serving of another god, man. Whether you believe it or whether you don't, man, you're serving another god when you partake in these wicked holidays. So ultimately, what? That's why, we're as the scriptures say, Baruch 3:9, we are yet this day in our captivity, man. That's why the Lord will always bring our people in and out of captivity, man. Because of what? Us serving different gods and us ultimately, basically, transgressing the law, statutes, and commandments of YAHAWASHI. Serving these different idols. And Christmas, being a pagan custom, that our people partake in, and serving, another god, essentially. It says, verse 3, it says, "So when ye become unto Babylon," it says, "ye shall remain there many years for as long season, namely 7 generations. And after that will I bring you away peaceably from thence. Now shall ye see in Babylon gods of silver and of gold and of wood," it says, "borne upon shoulders, which cause the nations to fear. It says, beware therefore that ye in no wise be like to strangers, neither be ye in of them when ye see the multitude before them and behind them worshiping them." Right. So when we, essentially when we came into Babylon, we're in, Babylon the Great today, but this is talking about ancient Babylon. But the same principles apply today, man. Our people is serving these different gods and things of that nature, man. As the scripture say, there is no new thing under the sun. Especially when it comes to our people, man. In every major captivity, you read about in the scriptures, man, we were serving these different gods and partaking in these different customs. But verse 5, it says, "Beware therefore that ye in no wise be like to strangers, neither be ye and of them when ye see the multitude before them and behind them worshiping in them." It says, "But say ye in your hearts," which is the mind, "O Lord, we must worship thee." Right, we're supposed to worship YAHAWASHI, man, not giving tribute to other gods, But if you read through the letter of Jeremiah, it talks about that, man. ultimately, the false idols of Babylon. This in this chapter talking about ancient Babylon, but the same principles apply today, man. Our people partaking in these, wicked customs, whether it be Thanksgiving, whether it be today, our people serving Christmas, But let's go to Exodus real quick, because it's in the law. This is the book of Exodus 20. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, And Yahawah spake all these words, saying, I am Yahawah thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. It says, Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Right? That's plain and to the point, man. You know what? Being the first commandment, we're not supposed to have any other gods, over YAHAWASHI, man. We're supposed to worship YAHAWASHI, alone, man. You're our people, serving this God, serving that God, man. And our people was known to do that, man. Hey, and Christmas being one of them, man. Basically what? In the serving or partaking in these wicked customs, man, our people is basically putting another God over YAHAWASHI. It says, verse 4 says, Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that's in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. It says, Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahawah thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And right, that's what our people was doing to this very day, man. Basically what? Bowing down unto false idols, man. Hey, the Christmas tree being one of them, man. Hey, our people putting presents under the Christmas tree, not knowing that what? The Christmas tree as a whole, goes back to Nimrod. All these wicked customs, pagan holidays goes back to, some type of God, man. From an ancient kingdom, whether it be Babylon, whether it be from Egypt, where a lot of these gods come from, man, what our people, uphold to this very day, man. Even going back to what? Our people were delivered out of Egypt, man. What did they end up doing? They end up building a golden calf, from the jewelry that they actually got brought back from Egypt. And they also basically built the golden calf, basically, disregarding the miracles that that the Most High showed them, coming out of Egypt. And this is what our people is doing to this day, man. And Christmas being a very big wicked holiday that our people are serving today, But I'm going to close out with this. I'm not going to make it a long lesson. Just something I wanted to touch upon. Jeremiah 6:16, I'm going to close out with this. It says, Thus saith the Lord. It says, Stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, We will not walk therein. Right? It says what? Standing in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. What is the old paths? The ways of YAHAWASHI, man. The laws, statutes, and commandments. And ultimately the ways of YAHAWASHI, man. Those are the ways we should be pursuing, man. Coming back to this word, coming back to who we are, man. Not partaking in these, wicked holidays. It says, Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, We will not walk therein. Right? This is the mindset of 2/3 of our people, man. They want to celebrate what they want to celebrate, eat what they want to eat, partake in what they want to partake in, man. And this is the whole mindset of our people, man. You tell basically the wicked of our people not to celebrate Christmas, not to celebrate these wicked holidays. They will ultimately justify why they should be celebrating those holidays, man. So it's no getting to the wicked of our people, man. So they're ultimately going to die in their sins, man, here in Babylon the Great, which is America, So that's the only remedy that's left for the wicked of our people is death and destruction, man. Because they don't want to hear about the ways of YAHAWASHI, But just something I want to jump into, just regarding Christmas, these idols that our people is serving on this day. But Lord, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to end up by giving all praise and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, KAKWADASH. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And double honors to the elders and the apostles that taught us this truth. And to the elect that may be watching, Shalom. Lord, I hope this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom, and a Baba Ball.